you might have heard about chitin. Chitin is actually a carbohydrate or a polysaccharide that is found in the body of most of the arthropod products. Like if you take prawn, the shell outer body covering is formed of chitin. If you take a cockroach, outer body covering is formed of chitin. So it's a polysaccharide. It is very common in nature, and it is also very hard, one of the hardest polysaccharide available in nature. And chemically it is formed of N-acetyl glucosamine, repeating units of N-acetyl glucosamine. That's how a kite is formed. Now it is also similar to cellulose. In the case of plants, their body is mostly formed of cellulose. But in case of an insect or arthropods, the body building part is the chitin. Chitin is the body building material here. Now it is found in the exoskeleton of arthropods like crustaceans, insects, etc., and cell wall of fungi and some mollusks. These are the organisms which are showing the presence of chitin. Now, what are the properties of chitin? Why chitin is so popular in the animal world? These are the reasons. One, it is a very tough material and also a flexible material. These are two important advantage. One is quite tough. If you take a cockroach, it's also very flexible. At the same time, also because it can be tough also. Then it is insoluble in water. So that is another property. Then biodegradable and also non-toxic. So these are some unique properties of chitin which makes it useful for many other purposes because of its biodegradable nature. Then there are a lot of other things like what are the uses of chitin. One, it is a raw material for chitosan. About chitosan we will be studying next day. So that is one function, one purpose for which we are using chitin. Then it is also used in water purification, agriculture, like for acid coatings, and also for producing biodegradable fillings. So these are some of the possible uses or potential applications of chitin in water purification, agriculture, etc. Then it is also used in wound healing. There is another wound dressing, etc. And also for delivering, drug delivery purpose. There is very small molecules of drug can be attached to this chitin particle and can be injected into the body. So, or you can take an orally. So, these are some of the applications of chitin in the biological world. Now we go to another slightly modified product of chitin. It's known by the name chitosan. In case of chitosan, it is a deacetylated derivative of chitin. That is, from a chitin, acetylene molecule is removed. That is known as a deacetylated derivative chitin, obtained by treating chitin with alkali. So that is how we are. That is, if you take chitin and mix it with alkali or boil it with alkali, that will be converted into chitosan. If there is any picture, I will show you how a chitin and chitosan will be appearing. So, only chemical formula is shown here. There is no. So this is the chitin powder. So this is how this chitin. See, this is how the chitin will be appearing. So if we are making it as a powder-like material, it will be appearing like that. Then here also you can see that. So if you look at the physical nature, it is almost like a powder-like material. That's how the chitin and chitosan will be appear. Then properties of chitosan is that they are soluble in acidic solution. That is one nature. Then biocompatible and biodegradable and non-toxic. So these are the reason why it is used in many kinds of industry like water treatment or removal of heavy metals and dyes, coloring agent, we using chitosan. So that is one purpose of chitosan. Then food industry, preservative, used as a preservative. Then a supplement in diet supplement in many food products. That is also another application. Then biomedical field. Earlier we have seen that drug delivery system, wound healing and tissue engineering, chitosan are a good product. Then agriculture, plant growth enhancer and also as a controlling agent. So these are some possible applications of chitosan widely used in industry for its for capability of for purification of water and also as a preservative. So it is simply a derivative from which acetylene is removed. Then next one is the surumi. This surumi is a refined fish protein paste made by washing minced fish to remove fat and unwanted substance. I will show you a picture of this surumi. Most of the time it will be taken from big fishes like Alaska pollock or threadfin ring. See, this is how the surumi fish paste will be appearing. See, this is the nature of the surumi fish paste. So here you can see that it's a refined fish protein paste made from washing minced fish. Minced means cut into small pieces. Fish to remove fat and unwanted. So from a fish meat, we will be removing fat as well as other impurities, and that will be converted into a paste-like structure. Here you can see the fish paste surumi. See here also that is packed into a cube-like thing. So these are all surumi. See here you can see that. So this is made into a delicious dish. Here you can see that this is known as the frozen aquatic surumi fish, surumi sushi. So here also you can see that. That is, here what they are may be doing is that unused fish may be collected in large quantities, and that may be converted into a paste-like thing like this. Here you can see that. See, this is how they are actually producing this fish material. Here you can see that. See, this is a fresh fish material that will be converted into paste. And here you can see that surumi is produced. Then it is converted into the shape of a crab for aesthetic appeal. So if you make it look like a crab leg, people will be demanding it more. So that is every product when we market it, we have to use certain other skill. The product may not be very much appealing or attractive. Here what they do is that they add some color and make it look like a crab leg. So people feel that this is a good product. So that is the nature of surumi fish processing. Here also there are other shipment. So this is the technique of see here you can see that how he is so see this is another one. See how they are making it into a small dish. So now when you see something like that, it is more appealing or attractive to eyes. So that is the technique of making surumi. See, they make it a small cylinder-like thing or pencil-like thing. So this is the nature of the surumi preparation. So basically, it is fish paste made from unused fish, minced fish, from which fat will be removed. So fish is deboned, minced, repeatedly washed and mixed with the cryoprotectant. Cryoprotectant means we will be cooling it in very low temperature, maybe minus 20 or minus 30. At that temperature, sometimes some kind of damages may occur to the flesh or meat as well as to the inside. and there are certain biochemical products. If you add these products like glycol or something, if you add these products, that will protect the enzyme, so there will not be any damage to the meat or flesh during this cooling process. So that is the purpose of cryoprotectant, and the paste is then frozen and used as in product. So basis for imitation seafood product like crab stick. So that is here already we have seen the, how a crab stick will be appearing. So that is one thing. Then fish balls and kamaboko. I don't know what is it. Then high in pro. So advantage of this surumi is that basically it's a fish product. It has, and because it is a fish product, normally the fat content will be very low and protein content will be more high. So that will be the importance of surumi. It is also just like how we are using sausages and other chicken products, can also use this surumi. Then enhance the utilization of fish resource. That advantage is that when we are harvesting fish, we cannot sell all the fish. A certain quantity of fish will be always remaining there as unsold fish. This unsold fish has to be preserved, and sometimes we have to convert this unsold fish. In Ernakulam, there is a government of India Institute for NIFAC. If you go there, they show you how they are using fish, unused tuna fish, for producing fish sausages, not fish sausages, then fish cutlet and other things. So they are making it. So simply, so that kind of, so that when we modify it in another product, its marketability is more easier. So that is the advantage of, earlier we have seen, in case of honey, we can sell honey as a raw honey, but demand will be less. But we convert that honey into some other product, the demand will increase. So that is the technique of business. So generally speaking, I always feel that in Kerala people, Malayali people are not so business friendly. Our attitude towards business is very good. Eh, one reason is that we are quite afraid of investing money. If if you want to invest certain amount of money in business, your own family will advise, don't go put that money in Central Bank and take interest. So this is how most of, see in Kerala, lot of private banks are there. That means all these banks have money. Why? Because people do not do anything. They simply put money in the bank and get profit from and get interest from that. That is actually not making good profit, because when we put your money in bank, only bank get rich. You will never get rich, because they give you 7% as interest. Every year the value of money decreases by 7%. So your money will be always at the same level. So business is the only way by which you can get huge growth. So that is the case of all, like our Malaya, there is Yusuf Ali. He was a small, simple person. Even this Adani was also a simple person. So most of the big business people have started from a smaller person. So business only give you fast growth. So if you have a mind for that, you can certainly make a lot of money. Then, so these are some application by which we can convert a normal unsold fish into another useful marketable product. Then raw refers to fully ripe internal egg masses in the ovaries of fish and certain marine animals like sea urchin and shrimp. I will show you some picture of that, because whenever I go to European countries, I always see this kind of. So this is how this fish eggs will be appearing. If you go to Europe, you can see this kind of material. Most of the time they get this material from salmon eggs. But taste we not, I don't like. Once I tasted it and I didn't like it much. But they eat with some sauce and other thing. Especially if you go to this China and Taiwan, Thailand area, they also eat a lot of things. So because they have a sauce for everything. So this is how the fish raw will be appearing. If we want to eat, we don't like to eat this as a raw. Uncooked fish egg we don't like. But if it is cooked, then we feel it is okay. But uncooked fish eggs, this is known as the uncooked fish raw eggs that have a different taste and some people may like it. Especially Europeans have and Japanese people. All these people are quite crazy of this uncooked fish egg. So this is how the nature of the rose will be appearing. Here you can see that the fully ripe internal egg masses in the ovaries of fish and certain marine animals like sea urchin and shrimp. Then hard roe and soft roe. One is true eggs. Then from male, the male semen or milk is known as the soft roe. Most of the time it is obtained from salmon or sturgeon. This caviar is a very popular. I will show you how the caviar is appearing. Almost in all European countries you can see this is the caviar. See, they apply it on jam, they apply it on bread and they will eat. Just like we apply jam, they will be eating. It is tasty, but I didn't like, even though it looks so nice, taste may be slightly different. It's not sweet or sour, a different taste. But I think they will be also adding some other sauce like material, so that eating it in a uncooked state will be more easier. But maybe it is also rich in protein. See, delicacy in many cuisines. There is eaten raw, like sushi. Sushi, in here we don't eat anything as a raw fish. But if you go to Japan, Japanese people are quite a lot interested in making sushi. See, this is a sushi. These are all sushi. It may appear like a cake, but actually it is uncooked raw fish. Uncooked raw fish, fresh. That is that may be enhanced with some taste making material and eaten without any cooking. So that is that uncooked raw fish is known as fish stew sushi. It is also quite popular in Southeast Asian countries. So that is how these are all fish sushi. I don't know, in India it is not so popular. It's not common also, but in every, see here you can see the sushi ingredients. We can see what all items they will be. Roast shrimp. See, these are the different type of sushi making. Shrimp they can use, squid you can use, a lobster. Almost every fish product they can convert. But in case of sushi, only freshly collected. The fish should not be having any decay. If there is even one small amount of decay, that may be unhealthy. So the fish should not have any decay. It should be unspoiled. Then it should be taken with some vegetables or salad, and maybe they will also add a lot of different. Last year I went to China. They have hundreds of different type of sauce. So these people are quite sauce crazy. They will put this in some sauce and they will take it. So that is how these people are eating it. So one advantage of this is that it is rich in omega-3 fatty acid. Since omega-3 fatty acid is a very useful substance, and it protects your heart. So it will reduce your cholesterol content. So these are some of the benefits of this fish raw, and it also rich in vitamin A and D. So that is why people are taking this fish raw, because if you go to European countries, they are not living in a tropical country. They are mostly they don't get so much exposure to sunlight, so that they may have to be facing vitamin A as well as vitamin D deficiency. So that may be the reason why these people are quite crazy about this kind of fish eggs or caviar. Then another product is the ambergris. Ambergris is actually taken from sperm whale. It is a waxy, Aromatic means smell, a good smell produced in the digestive system of sperm whales. Thought to be formed to ease the passage of hard digestible parts of squid. So that may be the natural reason why this kind of waxy material is present in the intestine of the sperm whale. Then initially a foul smelling but develop pleasant cell over time exposure to air and sunlight. So when we collect it from the sperm whale, its smell is not good. But after a period of exposure to air, the smell becomes more appealing. So rare and valuable, often found floating in sea or washed up on beaches. I will show you. It is restricted and banned in many countries due to the whale protection. I will show you how ambergris is there. See, this is the ambergris. See, this is how the ambergris may be appearing. So, it may be washed on the shore. See here, you can see that almost looking like a stone. So this is how the ambergris. See, we will see what is the price of that ambergris. This much, how much? This is in Philippines, 2.5 million per kilogram. Philippine peso. 5.6 kg of whale vomit was sold at 6.22 crore. So that is highly. We will convert this into INR. I don't know how much it is. That is 1 kilogram of this ambergris will be 4.52 lakhs. So it is a very costly product. This ambergris is. So that is the value of this ambergris. A very expensive product. So that is the importance of ambergris, mainly as a perfumer. In perfume industry they are using, and they are also used in medicine as a flavoring agent. So this is some idea regarding some more fish products. Again, also we have some more fish products which we will be discussing in our next class, like ready to cook and ready to eat products, additives and classes of additive. That also we have to study in our coming class. So today we are stopping it here.